Hey guys, this is Lilith every night, and let's just try to readjust this. Okay, so this is just a random video. I still have a little conditioner in my hair from washing it, you know, but let's just ignore that. Anyway, yeah. It's like some leave-in conditioner. I have to like wash it out as soon as I get done doing my makeup again. Anyway, I was just like doing some research on like, well, not really research, but I was just thinking a lot last night when I got home, and I was talking about like how I work with my magical spells and all that. And I'm you know, I love music. You know, I write lots of music. Well, it doesn't look that bad, hopefully, now. Anyway, I write a lot of music, you know. I also consider myself like a freelance music writer. And you know, and as a witch, or shamanic witch, I was able to unlock a lot of parts of myself spiritually and magically. And so I don't want to be too long on this video because I do have a few important things to do, and so I'm just gonna do like, this is like a get ready with me / Book of Shadows vlog. And plus, outfit of the day, I got this dress. This is BB, and I got this at Burlington's yesterday. And I always wanted to get BB, like a BB dress, or even like a t-shirt. Just, I don't know, like when I'm a 90s baby, and when I was, you know, the music, I was really into, you know, fashion. I still am into fashion, but I'm more casual about it now. But definitely BB was one of my favorite billboards to look at when I would go to the bus out when I lived in the San Fernando Valley. But sidetrack. Anyway, we're gonna talk about like Magick and how like how we listen to like mainstream music. A lot of us do, and I'm one of those people that do. And I listen to, you know, I'm a goth kid at heart, but you know, a lot of us you know, we tend to fall into, you know, the music, mainstream music, whatever's on the radio, and the thing about it, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's a lot of amazing artists out there, but I've been noticing something, maybe because I don't really listen to much mainstream music, and the thing is, you know, I like, you know, to freestyle. I like to sing, but sometimes I like to freestyle too, because I like to channel a lot. You know, that's why, you know, shout out to some of my subscribers and who do, you know, talk to me about that kind of stuff. And also, I haven't spoke to you in a while, but Raven Moon Tarot, you know, I love her channels too. Like, her channels kind of remind me a little bit of the channels that I used to do with a friend of mine who lived out here in town. And you know, we used to channel a lot of celebrities who had passed on, like Paul Walker and, you know, Marilyn Monroe. And the best channels I've always got the best by myself was Marilyn Monroe. But anyway, so that's why I like to freestyle when I write music, because I get like this sort of channel, I get this information. And they say like ghost writing. Have you ever looked into psychic writing or ghost? I think it's called psychic writing, and that's how I see it when I write my music. Because when I write my music, like something like magical happens, and I get some crazy messages. I'll probably do that in the next video and show you guys my lyrics and how they really affected and changed parts of my life. And I also believe that, you know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You know, I just, you know, like to see the truth of this illusion that we call reality. But, you know, it's still very real. We still gotta live in the real world. But, so, the thing about it is that, you know, as a shamanist, if you guys ever checked out Patrick John Coleman, he has a video that just came out not that long ago. It says, why do shamans exist? And as a shamanic being, a shamanist, I really attune myself to Mother Earth and how she really works with me. And you know, you can, like, even in this book, for example, I've had this book for so many years. This is a really good book if you're really into the craft, if you're really into Wicca and really wanting to know about Mother Earth. Wicca and Witchcraft, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Wicca and Witchcraft. You should go pick this up. This is by Dennis Zimmerman and Catherine A. Gleason. It's not that hard to find. So anyway, it's right here. It talks about like changing the weather and all that. You know, it talks about how like there's a disaster going on, like a hurricane or whatever it is. Like, you can in tune with your own inner magic and really help influence to bring some healing that those people might need. Maybe you want to bring some rains where there's a huge fire going on. And that's what this book talks about too. But shamans are known for influencing the weather. And this is why I believe that music is magic, because I've wrote songs where it will talk about the weather, for example, like raining, and I will sing the song like ritualistically, and I will be really, really into it. It has to be a song that you really like. It has to be a song that is like you would listen to in the car every day to work, or you would listen to your MP3 player every day, and you would just like dance your ass off. And I think that's what it is about rituals too. Rituals are not about being like, you know how affirmations are, you're just reading something over and over again. It's like that, but you're having fun doing it, and that's the whole point of the magic. And the whole thing about, you know, us listening to our favorite mainstream songs, especially like if it's like, let's just say it's hip-hop or something. You know, what do they talk about in these days? And, you know, like, nothing against Cardi B, nothing against Nicki Minaj, nothing against, like, those female rappers. Like, there's nothing wrong with a sexually confident woman, but it's just the way that we have, like, young children listening to these songs, and they think that that's the only way to think. And it's like, you know, that's a human thing, is to have a sexual nature. That's a human part of ourselves. But, you know, it's also a thing where it's constant, like where you're always talking about very graphic, pornographic things in the music. And it's like it makes you question, like, is this, like, right? Like, how can kids listen to this and their parents are not questioning this? And I'm not saying that the parents are not, you know, but it is kind of like, why, you know, like, for example, you know, I don't think Dr. Phil is all, like, real, you know. I think, like, you know, because I've had my sister's ex, he was a, they always like to be extras in, like, movies and, like, TV shows and reality TV shows like Jerry Springer. And, you know, we ended up one day, we were at home in the living room watching TV, and, sorry, I can't find my brushes again. Every time I want to do a get ready with me, I'm like, you know, I don't prepare myself. But anyway, so they were on Jerry Springer one time, and we were like, what the heck? And we already knew everything about them, like, about how their family is. And the way they set up the story, we just knew. We just knew that it was completely fake. And so when Jerry Springer, he had an interview where he said, oh, you know, all my episodes are real. And I'm like, no, that's not true. Because we know this, because my sister's in-laws were on there, and they completely fabricated the story just to get paid and go and get 15 minutes of fame. And that's why I'm not too, like, trusting I don't really trust too many of these, like, reality TV shows. Like, It makes me question about Dr. Phil, about whatever her name is, Bad Baby. If I don't know her name. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that she's not talented, but she was like a 14, 12-year-old girl, and it's like, why are they putting her out like that? You know, there's babies out here looking up to girls like that, and they think like, oh my god, we're just gonna like be like this girl and, you know, twerk and like show our boobs at 12 years old. And it's like, you know, to me, maybe I'm just too old fashioned, but you know, that's why I say like, when they say affirmations and all that, like, let's say like you want to attract something, you want to attract a relationship. So they say, well, I don't really, I'm guilty of this too. I don't really keep up consistency with affirmations. That's why I work better with music and like actual like spells that are of love and light, and being close to the Most High, and of course, also understanding the lady Lilith. And I'll get more into that later, because there's people on here who want to judge and tell me what I should and shouldn't believe in, but then I watch their videos and they're sitting there talking like there's some things that they do talk about on there, like this person went on my page yesterday. No hate to this person, but it was like I was watching one of his videos and he was like kind of judging me for being who I am, and then I was like looking at one of his videos, and it was like, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to who I truly am and stick to my heart, because he said some things on there. I was like, look, now I know that I'm not as crazy as some of these religious people think I am, and I understand about like the religious war, the spiritual war and all that. That stuff is real, but that's another story. That's another video for another time. Let me get with the music though. The music, it's like it kind of has something to do with that too, I think, because like how much time do I have? Okay, I'm gonna be quick. The whole point is that people are talking about like very pornographic things, and it's like, oh well, let people be free, let people be who they want to be, and that's true. But it's like when you have it, programmed to like small children, don't you want to like kind of tone it down a little bit? And it's like, oh well, their parents shouldn't let them listen to it, and that is true too. Like their parents should like not let their kids listen to like people like Cardi B until they have the free will and they're of age, and I have nothing against Cardi B, but it's like, like, damn, like, Cardi, like, I saw, like, little girls meeting Nicki Minaj, and I'm not here to judge, but it's like, honestly, I'm not a big fan of mainstream music as much. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love Britney, I love Christina because I'm a 90s baby. I love a couple other artists. I love Beyonce, but that's because that's just my inner child. But, I'm a goth kid at heart, so I listen to, I grew up, well, not grew up, as a teenager, I grew into the whole death rock scene and the whole, like, all my friends are, like, metalheads, so they listen to a lot of, like, underground, metal, like thrash or black metal. I know, like, ironic that I look like, like this girl who probably doesn't look like she would listen to like that dark of music, but I went through a journey. But who knows, maybe people can tell that from me. But anyway, but I kind of refrained from listening to a lot of dark music, because like I do believe that music is like spells. There are spells, and this is my own personal experience. I was able to manifest magic from working just through writing music. I was able to manifest certain things, and that doesn't mean always like a whole bunch of money, but it can be other things that are a part of the magic realm, the spiritual realm. And it just made me think, like, if I can write music and have some manifestations happen, what are we listening to that we could possibly like maybe even manifest? So it's what I'm saying is like we're listening to all this negative music, like about like sad things, about like all these pornographic images that we are instilling in our mind. And I'm thinking, like, if I can write music and make this into magic and make it manifest, just imagine the music that they're writing. If my music is magic, why wouldn't their music be magic? And if their music is magic, then what are we manifesting? You know? And then that's what I was thinking. And I was thinking, like, you know, like, what about the, you know, like, it made me wonder, is that why we see like these young girls who are like 13, 12 years old and they look like they're 22? Like, you know, and they're listening, I'm not saying it's because of the music, but it does make me think. You know, people were talking about this. I don't know, like, I'm not too big onto the 40, what's it, the 432 hertz, like, the frequencies and the vibrations of the music. Some guy was talking to me about that. And he kind of got a little scared because he was in the music industry. Like, he wasn't no big shot. Like, I met him on YouTube. So who knows, he might secretly be watching. I don't want to put him on blast, but shout out to that guy. He's probably not cool with me now because, you know, it kind of got a little awkward. But that's a long story. I have no hard feelings towards that person. Anyway, he did give me some good knowledge on the music industry, but the whole point is that music is magic, and I will be showing videos on what I write, how I write my music, and how I've been able to manifest certain things. You know, I'm not saying like I'm this rich big shot. That's not what I mean. But I'm saying like how powerful music is, just to show people how powerful music is and how influential it is and how magical it is. So I'm like, whoa, you know, that's crazy. And I was just thinking about, like, if I'm able to, like I'm saying, like, if I'm able to manifest the things that I've manifested through music, what are we listening to? Like, why are we listening to all this negative music? You know, it made me think, because as a child, I never really fit into this planet. I always felt so alien in this planet. You know, I've always felt like, you know, like I just didn't feel like I was in the right spot. I just got dropped off on planet Earth, and, you know, I'm here. But anyway, I guess that's just my awkwardness, you know. Like, I'm a very sensitive being. So when people, like, push my buttons, it's like, you know, what are you doing? You know, sorry, I gotta fix my hair. Alright. So I'm trying to do cat eyes, but, like, right now I don't have too much time to be trying to do this right now. This is just, like, kind of like a get ready with me outfit of the day / Book of Shadows vlog, talking about music, talking about random things, talking about how powerful we are as magical beings on this channel, including my own personal magical journey, and the debates that I have with people. Like, I understand, I think I'm gonna start talking about the new agers. Not in a negative light necessarily, but like, people think like just because I am the way I am, I'm some sort of new ager, and I can understand, because, you know, Wicca, and, you know, like, being a spiritual person who's into, you know, the spiritual realm in the way that I present it. Some people think, oh, you're just a typical new ager, and it's like, no, I actually don't, you know, categorize myself as a typical new ager. Like, you know, I just see the light in my life, and I see beauty in my life, and I see dark as well, and I see that everyone has a difference in opinion. And this is why I made my channel, so that I'm not here to judge people. This is for the black sheeps, the loners, the people who don't have no one to talk to, just like me, you know. I've always been a loner my whole life, but, you know, this is just my theory and my outtake on music, and I will be making a video on how I write my music and how it's changed my life magically. You know, I gotta fix this hair a little bit, though. Yeah, so, outfit of the day. You know, I'm trying to grow out my hair. I found this lovely lady. She does like these detoxes, and sorry about that. I'm trying to get some lighting. She does these detoxes. I still gotta fix my hair a little bit. It's like, oh my god, girl. Anyway, she does these detoxes with fruits, and I was watching them today, and I was like, oh my god, that looks so good. And I was thinking, like, maybe I should do a challenge where, you know, because I do detoxes, I do cleanses, and then, like, I just fall off track. So yeah, this is my outfit of the day. God bless, bless be. And this is just a, you know, topic on music and magic and what we're listening to and what we're possibly manifesting. You know, we're listening to all this sad, negative stuff. It makes me think. Like, it makes us, it should make us think. You know, what are we manifesting? Okay, well, God bless, God bless, bless be, whatever you believe in. I'm not here to try to fight people today. I'm just trying to keep focused. All right.